Alright, welcome everyone. It's a little bit of a late start for technical reasons. I am coming to you live now from the East Coast, so the East Coast officially outnumbers the western coast of our player group.
Wow.
Now, yeah.
The tides have turned. Wow.
Unfortunate, I know, but my name is Zach. I am the GM for Voyage of the Fallen Star, an adventure campaign put out by Dungeon in a Box. I helped produced it, and now we're here to play it for you. Our crew is assembled once again. Unfortunately, the ship's doctor could not be here tonight, but he just suffered massive heat stroke as our crew is in the bowels of a volcanic island. So no shortage of hot stuff going on in here. Speaking of hot stuff, Kylum, fully clad in armor, what's up? Mark, you know.
Oh, that's me. I'm
Yeah.
Kyle.
You're Kyle.
Hi.
Got hit on you and you didn't
It's
even
been a
realize
while.
it, Mark. Wow.
Hey, yeah. Hey, everybody. I hope you're doing great. I'm happy to be back as, check my notes, Kylum.
AKA Hot Stuff.
Yeah, we had an interesting time last time. I met this really, really pretty lady with these great pools of water. Kind of all I really remember. I think that went pretty well, though.
Yeah, you could say that. She was very friendly to you. She invited you in to take a bath.
Seemed nice. I don't remember quite what happened. I don't feel like I'm wet or
Ooh,
anything.
It was a mirager.
A mirager?
Yes.
It was a mirager this whole time.
One who mirages.
Oh.
Difficult to
That-
believe. I know.
That explains a lot, yeah. Okay. Alright. Well, it's a little embarrassing.
Bungo, what can you tell us about the Mirager that we haven't learned already?
Great question. Well, when I'm trying to thinking back on this encounter, I remember I didn't think it was that bad. We tried to let it go, but there was some miscommunication. It attacked us, but then we sort of beat it back, and we had an advantageous position on. Did it eventually end up escaping? I don't remember.
It tried, but I believe Sweetness ran it
Yes.
down.
That sounds right.
And yes, destroyed it.
I'm afraid both of you forget. It was a star flying through the air, you see, like a shuriken.
Yes.
That
The ninja shuriken.
that finally put this thing down because it was very difficult to do so otherwise.
This
At least
thing
that's what I
down.
remember.
Even now, you use coarse language, sir. This was a beautiful mythological creature.
Oh god,
that
he's
we
still
did
under
not
the spell.
murder.
Wake up!
Yes,
I'm
so
just saying.
this Mirager, this Fae Temptress, tried to suck many of you into her deep pools, which were not pools at all, but holes filled with poisonous fumes from the volcano. Yes, and you took down the Mirager. She dissolved into a pile of sand. And you investigated the room beyond, where you found more of these draconic runes left over from the ancient lizard folk. And what it depicted was a procession. Some of these lizard folk were walking through these flames and, being charred to death, while others walked through unscathed. And Varanus translated above that it says, Igni Ka is the word, Igni Ka is the spirit, Igni Ka is the fire. And there was also this chest you investigated, and after doing so and collecting the remains from previous adventurers who had died in those fume pits, You took a little time in that side chamber that was once the altar space to rest and figure out what these items could be. So, Captain, what was your takeaway, Captain O'Marin, from last time?
These young lads, they always fall for the ladies, and they should know. They should know that danger lurks at every corner.
In
The
every
captain also thinks it's getting a little hot in here, and maybe we should sort of get a move on.
right, O'Marin, you can see, even elves sweat occasionally, and you can see it's building on his brow as he has taken some of that heat exhaustion as well. Not so bad as the doctor, but so, Varanus, what about you? How's Varanus been doing down here?
He's been doing good. I am Chad. I play Varanus, and let's see. I think he's handling this heat a little better than most, perhaps, given he is a golden dragonborn from the Islands of the Sun, where the temperatures are hot, and so that being said, he's realizing the deeper and deeper they go, and the closer and closer they get to our star fragment that we're trying to recover, there are some real strange dangers that he's not encountered yet. So the Mirager was definitely one, and I gotta, as does Varanus, have a feeling that there's going to be much more here too. So exciting! I think we're very close to.
Yes.
If our compass has not led us astray, I think we're very close to our goal.
Right, Bungo, you can see the compass. Your astral compass is tracking the nearest star fragment. Is pointing dead northwest. But Kylum entered this side chamber at the very last point we left off. But then his elven instincts told him to leap back as his ears picked up the faintest whoosh of air, and suddenly a creature crashes into the stone right in front of you, and you will, seasoned adventurers, whoever some of you might be, will recognize this as a piercer. These stalactite-looking creatures that like to just drop on their foes and crush them. Or their prey, rather. But this one has missed due to Kylum's quick reactions.
Sweet.
So Kylum, what do you jumped 5 feet back. Do you do anything else? Oh, he got up. His
I
food.
think he's making tea.
So Kylum, yes, you jumped back and avoided being hit by this large, rock-like creature. And we can roll initiative here.
All right. Don't pierce me, bro.
Nothing wrong with starting a sesh with a combat, eh?
Sweets.
Pretty good.
Ooh. Love to see it, folks.
Oh, actually, Sweets and O'Marin have disadvantage because initiative is technically an ability check.
Womp womp.
Alright. Oh. Didn't have the token selected. Classic.
I got a 10 deck.
Alright. Okay. 60. And I've got a 10. Sweet. Descending. Alright, Kylum. As quick as you were, you got that first yeah. That first slot. Your reaction.
I don't know. Maybe I'll hit it with the rapier. 18.
Oh, yes. Easily slashing into its hide. Ooh, dealing significant damage, and it squeals out in pain and starts, quivering and trying to inch away, basically. But these things move very, very slowly.
Well, I got my bonus action still, so we'll go with this other rapier. That was a 10.
All right. Well, unfortunately, with your offhand, you're unable to get through its stony carapace.
But yeah, I think that's it. I guess I'll just move up this way a little bit so it clears a little space for Varanus or somebody else to come in. But that'll be it for my turn.
And Kylum, you remember when you first entered this chamber, you heard that this column, this pillar, stalagmite, was humming.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's a bad hum. Right now I'm putting all the bad stuff on the piercer, but maybe maybe there's
And
more to
now
come.
that
We'll see.
humming becomes a little louder as you move in closer towards the column. But
Sometimes there's a good hum.
sometimes, I mean, you could say.
Has.
Why don't you make me a perception check, though?
Oh yeah, that's probably a good idea. Let's do that. Six. Nailed it. It's humming, guys. Guys, this thing is humming.
Yeah, I mean, that's a fair assumption, I think. All right. The doctor limps up. He's like, "Well, if nobody's been hurt yet, I'm just gonna sit by the wall over here, being fastidious, So, Bungo, you haven't seen anything yet. Kylum ducked
Right.
into the room up ahead.
Well, let's see. One move gets me this far. Is everything all right in there, Kylum?
There's some humming. Oh, and a piercer. There's a piercer.
I look over at Varanus. I'm like, he's probably got that, right?
Hasn't pierced me yet.
I think we can handle it. What are you gonna do?
Well, I'll just, since I am a short move, I'll just take a double move and I'll run over to the other side of this wall, take some cover, and prep my crossbows.
Cool. Well, and as you're getting cover here, you notice this room right beyond. You see the floor is cracked, and gouts of fire and steam periodically hiss through the chamber in an interlinked maze. And there are all sorts of more of those draconic runes carved in the walls in that room. That's that one. Yeah, that one ahead.
All right. Don't run too far ahead, fellas. Some fiery floors up here.
Yes. So, Varanus.
Yes. I'd like to rush in with my magical drow sword. And could I get into this? I forget. Do I get any kind of advantage if I flank this creature?
Yeah, you'll get a +2. +2 to your attack.
So, with my +1 Dark Elf Sword, I believe that will put me at +7.
Nice.
So, I can swing the sword at the piercer.
Oof. Well,
only
apparently the dark elf sword doesn't quite fit in your grasp. You're not quite used to it that well, and just striking the hide of this thing sends the sword shivering. Maybe the dark elves have a different sword style than your more brute force approach.
They must. Yes, I give a sort of askance glare at my sword, but that's all I'm gonna do. That's gonna be my turn.
All right. What is your passive perception?
Mine.
Yes.
Let's see here. My passive perception is 11.
Hmm. You hear the rush of wind as another piercer.
Looks like you're muted there, Zach.
Oh, did I mute myself? Apologies. You hear the rush of wind as another piercer
Aha!
flies down from overhead, landing right atop you in a savage blow. 8 damage as he crunches the unexpected Dragonborn right on his bony hide and then flops to the side.
Ouch. Let's see, -8. Ah!
All right. And then Kylam, again. You're about to. Oh. No, you can't see it. Wah. Well, another piercer flies down from the ceiling on top of your head.
Excuse me?
Yeah. But we got advantage. 19?
Oh my god, 18. Ah.
It's a whole. Ooh, and that is a whopping 16 damage as Kylam's swords were on the offense and not prepared for another piercer to drop on him.
It's like on my head, right? Like.
Yeah, pretty much. It's got its mouth right on your helmet.
You got fucking organic dunce caps on right now.
Picture like we're like both like running forward, like bonk our heads into each other and do 1 damage to each of the piercers.
Yeah, if all else fails, let's try that.
Marin.
Well, Marin is gonna sort of walk up. He hears the commotion. He takes one look at the situation and says, he recognizes these, or he intuits what's going on.
Yeah, you've seen them in sea caves before, and
yeah. Okay.
You know, so they're very.
He knows that they're like
slow.
Really slow, right?
Yeah.
So he's like, lads, just walk away. They can't chase you. Just a slow little crawl, and they're just left behind. Come on, lads,
I gesture to the one on my head.
I just gave you a look, kind of like sort of push my hand away, and then like keep walking and look up here. Come on, lads, you got yourself into this situation. You can get yourselves out of it. Like, at what point does the floor look precarious here, Zach? Like, how far can I go?
In that square. That's where it starts.
In that square.
In that square.
Okay.
So, you know, you're about to step there, and then you might take a hesitant hop back as a gout of steam and flame bursts forth.
I'm feeling a little bit of like, just, the elves, they get just a little bit of sweat on the upper lip. It's very vulgar when they get hot. So he's not going to proceed through this like game show-esque steam bolt like thing. But he is going to look and see what's over here, Zach. Like, what's through here?
Ah, using your elf eyes.
Using my elf eyes.
Beyond the, so there's an archway of carved stone, that stands at the end of this hallway, and beyond you see a great orange and yellow and red glow, like open magma lies beyond there, and quite a bit of it, from what you can see.
Magma.
Indeed. But, yeah, because of the angle of door, yeah, you don't see much of that. You see, like, sort of the glow of magma, but you don't see any of it itself exposed at this point. Alright. Well, this one is gonna start to slink away, and it starts climbing up the wall. It's still at, shoulder height at this point, moving so slow. I guess, Kyle, you get an attack of opportunity if you want it.
I do, in fact, want.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Well, that one, it almost gets, it keeps crawling towards the wall and is about to climb up. It just collapses in a heap, unmoving.
Relatable.
Nice, nice, nice.
All right. So, as you guys are, now looking around, the piercers aren't very menacing now. Now that they're down, you're sort of seeing all in this chamber. There's rich deposits, builds up of yellow, sulfur and white phosphorus in the couple corners of the room. Anyway, Kyle, you're up again.
Yeah, so first off, I just got nailed for like 16 damage. I do see them as menacing. I'm gonna put that one out there. Let me see. I will pop down here and help Theranos with his piercer problem.
Much obliged.
Hey.
There we go. Nice, man.
And I'm thinking about that just a little bit. I think I should do a smite on this.
Ooh.
A level 1. Oh my gosh, a smite.
Your first blade passes easily through, and you call upon the might of Corinos.
Later.
And again, your blade, as it's stuck into this rock creature, just starts vibrating and shivers it apart into pieces with your mighty smite.
Aha! Take that. And I guess, I'm pretty much satisfied with that. I guess I still do have my second attack, so I will use that on the other one.
Alright, with your wounded arm.
Yep, so it's still disadvantage on this.
There we
That's
go.
Alright. Wow, 4 damage. Deal with it, nerd.
Alright, so you wheel around and stab the second one. Little less power to it, but you can see it cringes and lets out this
That's it.
sound. Yeah. Alright, Sweetness, huffing and puffing in the heat, finally turns around. He's like, "Oh, Kylan, you got something on your armor.
Aha.
Oh, what? Here? There? I'm like pointing spots where it's not.
I'll look for a rag and just clean you up.
I'll look for a rag.
Cause yeah, he cannot get there at his current speed. All right, Bosun Bungo.
I will, seeing this new, this piercer here, toss aside my crossbows and draw my mighty longsword, which I will wield in 2 hands.
Ooh.
Stepping around the corner and taking a chop at this guy. Ah!
All right, you're actually gonna have advantage because he wasn't really aware of you.
Nice. Well, that would be a 13 then. Or do you want me to roll again?
No, you can roll again.
Nice. Oh, I was like, I'm confused. Okay, I wasn't scrolled down all the way on the chat window. Hello. 16.
There you go. Bungo coming around, his taut muscles bringing...
Those strong sailor arms bringing my sword down.
You take a huge chunk out of it. It goes, flying onto Kylam, spattering him with rock viscera. Anything else?
No, that's it for me. I got your back, Kylam.
All right, Varanus.
All right. By the way, question: have we figured out what this feature is here? This big thing here in the middle?
There's a humming pillar.
Humming pillar.
Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe we can buy ourselves some time to take another look. I'll move over to here, and once again attack this thing with the drow sword. I think I got the hang of it now. I think. Well,
not
12?
quite. I mean, you're getting a little more power behind it, but still not quite enough. You were practicing a lot with your shark tooth longsword, which is very, very different in terms of how it cuts, I guess.
It's true. It's true. All right, so whiffing it again. I throw up my shield, and that'll end my turn.
This thing tries to slink away by withdrawing. It's curling itself up as small as it can, squeezing 5 feet more away. Captain, in the room.
Yeah, the captain is gonna say, Crew, they're going away. Come on, Baroness, we need your heat resistance. Come on, lads, chop. And then just pass his turn.
As if to emphasize, the ground rumbles beneath your feet, and the blast of hot air comes through from that passage beyond the captain.
I think I say, aye, Captain, but I can't help but want to maybe at least give a glance. I don't know if I could make some sort of check or something before I get out of here to figure out what this might, if it has any properties to it.
Well, and as you're doing that too, you see Sweetness coming around. He's like, those mineral deposits are just what we need for more of that doom powder.
What powder?
The stuff that goes in the Black Rift wand and.
Oh, that's
so.
not...
Amarin is gonna say,
lads.
Sweetness, you've been sitting on your ass all day. Go collect some while we finish up here.
I think that might be a good idea.
All right.
Well, did you want to investigate anymore? You wanted to investigate Varanus?
I'd like to, yeah. Just at least take a look. I mean, it sounds like he's able to discern what it has there, but just in case it's trapped in some way or has some other property to it, I'll take a look.
All right.
What would I roll?
Just do me an investigation check.
All right. Hmm. I better go catch up with the captain.
Yeah, you're looking over the pillar. It has a lot of, crenellations, almost holes and pits in the rock. But you're not sure if that's just natural magma formation kind of thing. It's unclear.
Gotcha. Yeah. All right.
Meanwhile, the one piercer that remains continues to slink away towards the corner.
Fine. No, I can go after a piercer.
The one
I
that
don't
hit
know
you
anything about
for
piercers.
16 damage.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna like hold a grudge. Like, like it's like half rock. Like I'm not even sure if it's like smarter than a dog.
It is probably not smarter than a dog. Just. Alright, so Omarin, well, stands at the edge of this next room. Varanus, you walk up and see the draconic runes again. And now, this being your third time encountering them, you see it's just a repeated phrase that culminates with the most sort of intricate carving over the arch on the far side, and it translates the fire, the spirit, the word. And that's it.
Well, what are we waiting for?
Some healing. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh,
At the
well.
very least, I can lay
Yeah.
on hands myself a little bit. I mean, that doesn't really help me that much.
Sweetness could try to do some stuff with that. He only has one use of his healing kit left.
I have to use it.
Yeah. All right.
Varanus, what are you at? HP wise.
I have 10.
Okay.
23.
You can have whatever he can get for you then.
Okay.
All right. I think it'll be 1d6 plus 7 to Varanus.
That's good.
10.
All right. Cool.
So the doctor, your old friend. This is the last of my supplies.
Say, just add it to my tab of times you've saved my life.
Well, hopefully you can make the captain give us more medical store space, you know?
I'll see what I can do. Provided we make it out of here alive.
Well, yes, that is always the proviso.
All right, I'll come up here ready to join the captain once everyone else is. I'll start to kind of take a gander at what we got here. I remember the way you described it earlier with the this archway has writing on it, right?
Mm-hmm. The archway has writing, as do, the phrase is repeated in the runes all across the walls.
Since I can I'm trying to remember. It's in Draconic, right? Am I able to read it?
Yeah, yeah. You basically, that's what I said. You automatically sort of translated it as
Yes.
the fire, the spirit, the word.
The fire, the spirit, the
That's
word.
Yeah.
Extremely normal things to write down.
Sounds like spiritual. Is there like the name? What I know from history or lore, is there like the name of a particular spirit that they worshipped, like the name of one deity in particular, or something like that?
You can make a history check, but that'll be pretty difficult since they weren't
Sure.
going around proselytizing much. Oh, interesting. Well, so actually, when it sort of comes to you, you're like, they they would venerate a deity that's closely tied to the environment, the land they are a part of.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Elemental spirits of fire and water, right?
yeah, and
I
well,
remember
or even the island itself.
Mm.
Ah, Ignika,
Okay.
right? Or Ignika? I don't know if I'm saying
Ignika, yeah.
Ignika. So I'll again just sort of verbalize as Varanus squints his eyes and he's reading all this. So, he tells the party, could be that, that they have boarded this place with spirits of the land of Ignika itself. But anyway, I will. I'm probably a good first person to try and. Does it look like any part of this path is especially like stable or?
Again, you could make a. How about this one would be a wisdom investigation check.
Aha. Well, let's see. Wisdom investigation. Not my strong suit, but let's see what happens.
You never know.
No, you
We didn't know.
don't. Yeah, you don't really see a path.
All right. I will slowly start to trek across, and I'm just sort of muttering under my breath, like, oh shit. Like, spirits of Ignika, I mean you no harm. And
All right.
I tepidly kind of step. Maybe I'll go to like here, like halfway-ish.
Sure. So you walk tentatively out, and the flames and steams erupt around you, but
Oh,
you
God.
feel nothing.
Wait, like no steam, no heat?
I don't feel hurt.
No.
You're a fucking dragon.
Maybe the
buddy.
fire
Like,
What?
yeah. The
So
fire
it might be like
resistance.
fake. Yeah, but it might be fake. I don't know. Like, is it real
Well,
steam and heat?
yeah, there could be something at the end. All right, I'll just kind of like I shoot a glance back to you guys, and it's like very clear that this fire is not. And I'll try to move, a little further, see if anything, changes.
Nothing changes.
Alrighty,
But
I will just. Oh,
you're
yep.
able to peek around the corner of the
Yes.
arch now, and beyond you see a wall of hardened volcanic stone, and above it a roiling pool of magma that is still almost white
boy.
hot. And so this volcanic wall is almost like a retaining wall that is keeping this pool of magma
I see.
suspended, and so it goes 20 feet above the ground there.
So I think I get here and peek and see this, and I just look back and say, "It's only going to get much hotter, team." And I, just wait here for them. I don't know. Yeah, it could be. I didn't feel the effects of the fire.
I mean, that could mean anything.
Seems sus.
Yeah.
Granted, yeah, it could be me bypassing it with the fire resistance or something. But
I guess.
I mean,
Be
I have
careful.
fire resistance too, so maybe I should walk over.
Sure.
I walk over. How's it go?
You feel the heat. The steam starts coming up between your toes, and you're like, oh yeah, this isn't. Oh my
Maybe
god!
it's because I'm dragon.
God.
The stuff is written in Dracon. Maybe it has something to do with me being an actual dragon.
But your fire resistance does come in handy, so you only take 3 damage.
Oh, you love to see it, folks. It's a little hot, but you know, it's fine. Just got a little cooked, that's all.
Strange.
Omar is still literally scarred from his encounter with the slavers, so he's like not gonna join you guys in this competition, but you kids have fun and come back with the star.
We need your help, Captain.
Do you? Let's see how you do without me.
Well.
Maybe maybe. Wait, what did you say when you were reading the like the runes?
I deduced that there's like, yeah, that's true. Maybe there's like the spirits of the island Ignika are maybe like protectors here, or maybe they're like the source of all of this. So I did.
So the fire, the spirit, and the word is what
Yeah.
was the translation for this. Yeah. The runes here.
The fire, the spirit, and the word. Yeah, I almost feel like there's like a password. Fire.
I really want to take the test though. If this is a random guess and we take fire damage for failing, I don't really like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
Do we really think we have to go through here?
This is where the compass is pointing, right?
Oh. I looked at
86
Bungo just
fire
to confirm.
I mean, I look at the compass. Is it pointing through here?
Yes, it is in fact pointing straight ahead, straight.
Into the lava? Cool.
Yeah. Right.
Directly ahead. We can't be far now.
May I ask this, Zach? Not to
Yes.
be too granular. Did the fire conjure magically, or was it shooting from like a source? Could it be like ran past real quick, or?
No, it seemed it was just the normal. I mean, Omaran maybe could make a check, or a nature check or
Yeah.
survival check. Maybe could.
Maybe
could
the
tell.
word is spirit.
I will do that.
But Kylam, you went out here.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah. Make me a dexterity saving throw.
All right.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, Omar, in your direct experience with volcanoes and their effects. All right. So, Kylam, you take. Aye, the dice don't like you.
Woo!
tonight.
Classic.
That's enough to down me for what it's worth. So, that.
Kylam, no!
Kylam burst, this
God!
jet of flame and
Ah.
steam just shoots up right underneath your armor, cooking your legs, and you know, your body crumbles on the ground.
Oh my god, I'm gonna run out and try and drag him back to our, like, the rest of the way.
All right, you're gonna need to make me a dexterity saving throw now,
All right.
as you sort of re-enter the room.
Oh god, is this gonna just be a cascade of death?
And you
How's
too.
it? Well, luckily I still have resistance still, right?
You do.
So that,
So you take 6.
okay. Takes me to 15. I'm all right.
And you're able to muscle Kylum back.
Come
you
on,
know,
Kylum.
the steam is peeling your tattooed skin away. But Kylum is
Very
still
heroic.
dying.
Saving Private Kylum.
Saving Private Kylum. Saving Kylum's privates as well. I don't, I'm just looking through my stuff. I don't have any potions. I don't have an immediate way to revive him.
I can cast my last round of good berries.
But you're way over there.
Yeah, someone's gonna need to come and get them. Just get them. You're a dragon. Just come get them.
You can't just stay over there forever. Like, are you just not coming this way?
I mean, you're like 5 feet from the star, right?
I don't know.
I don't know
we don't
how
know.
far.
We know
It
it's
does
this
look
direction.
like I can't see it
Whoa.
from where I am now, peering off this way.
Whoa!
I can see some stones precariously forming a bridge into lava, but I cannot.
Yes. Those actually look like manufactured pillars that were maybe sculpted and placed. And each one,
Oh,
this
God.
one goes 5 feet off the ground, and this one's 10 feet off the ground. 20
That makes
feet.
me feel like someone might have gotten here before us if
This
they
is a
were
platforming room.
fucking.
You,
I don't know.
tell your captain he has to lead by example, says Magnus. This is ridiculous.
He's more of a delegate responsibilities kind of guy. I'm afraid to say, Magnus.
Well,
Wait, don't you have a shape? Could you change into something that could?
Thinking about this, Zach, what would be an animal that would be heat resistant?
Oh.
none.
Or avoid the floor. Like
Well,
Yeah,
could a
regular animals
spider-
aren't really heat resistant.
Yeah.
I wonder,
I mean-
like, if
what-
it's key.
Could I
The
turn
question
into
would
one?
be, what is really dexterous?
Yes.
Mhm.
Or could I turn into like one of these stupid rock fall guys and just like?
I think
They're
those
not
are
animals.
monstrosities.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Definitely not animals or beasts or whatever.
If someone
Yeah.
with like a high dex might be good. Like just dodge your way through.
Just turn into like a fucking leopard or whatever, and then make a good dexterity save.
It's aquatic themed. It's like a water leopard, like a leopard of the sea.
Turn into a whale and just squirt water all over this. Or dolphin. How high is the ceiling, Zach?
The ceiling is only 10 feet in this chamber.
Does the ceiling look relatively protected from the bouts of flame?
Yeah, you imagine if you were on the ceiling. Yeah.
Okay. Omarin is going to use his very last wild shape.
Well, you just
turn
short
it-
rested, so you should have them back.
Oh, I guess that's
Oh,
true.
right.
I should. I did.
But to get good mileage out of your form, maybe once you get we gotta get Kylan back up.
Speaking
let
of
me
which,
find-
Kylan, make a death saving throw.
We'll be fine.
At least try to stabilize him.
Also,
maybe.
remember, you keep your death saving throws
Yeah,
that you've
it might not be
already
fine, guys. It might not be fine.
accumulated.
Let me.
Does anyone want to
after
try
you-
to stabilize him?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you guys want
I
to
mean-
try this?
I'm not good at it, but I'll certainly try. I'm not
Also-
just gonna let you.
Fairness, I believe you picked up some of that dark elven whey bread, unless you ate it all.
I don't have
That's
any
part of
of
the-
that in my pack. I do have a satchel of dark elf treasure, so maybe it was. Who else was with you?
I think I
Maybe
thought
somebody
you had
else has
gotten
that.
at least some of it in the hole, but
I don't think so. Or at least I forgot to mark it down. If I did, I've been trying to keep it pretty good.
yeah.
Does the doctor have it on his? Maybe he has it.
No, he didn't write anything down.
Okay, I've got an idea, guys. Here's what I'm gonna
Alright.
do.
But,
I'm gonna
Alright.
my last first level spell, and I'm going to make some good berries. And then you see me take the good berries and this is not very dignified, so I'm only gonna let you guys see. I'm not gonna let you guys see this because it's so not dignified. He like ducks behind here, and then like you see like running out here, like a flying squirrel, like the littlest, cutest flying squirrel. He's gonna try to scurry up along the walls and the ceiling and make it to you guys.
Brilliant.
wow.
And Zach, I actually found the stats for a squirrel.
Oh.
Please say that you're gonna crawl on top of Kylum and like bird feed these berries into
And
his mouth.
spit them from the mouth. Absolutely, that's exactly what happened. One at a time, like little squirrel, fat squirrel cheeks. It's gonna be a great bit. We're gonna sell so much merch.
We truly are.
You know what? Yeah, the flying squirrels.
They have dex on all advantage and all dexterity
Oh,
saves,
nice.
which I guess just like becomes not.
Yeah, and they also have a
But-
climb speed. All right, so Omarin, the real issue is that it's trying to hold on to all these berries while you're crossing the room.
Why can't I hold on to all these berries?
Well, 10 berries is a lot to fit in one squirrel's
Sure.
mouth. I mean,
Yeah, absolutely.
so I'm gonna need you to make me.
Yeah.
Hey.
If only you had said chipmunk.
Yeah, but they don't. Well, they don't have a glide speed. The glide speed's the important thing here, guys.
Right, exactly.
So I'm gonna. Let's say it's an acrobatics check to keep all the berries. Keep all the berries close.
This is acrobatics at +5, and
Yeah.
I do not have disadvantage because it's a dexterity. Is it save or checks? Oh, it's
Well,
just saves. Never
Yeah,
mind.
you wouldn't have
So,
disadvantage anyway. Do you want to spend
Let's
a story
go.
point? Does anyone want to spend a story?
No, he's just gonna go for it. He's gonna.
All right.
Worst case scenario, he loses a few, but there's still plenty of good berries for Kylan.
All right. And so what do you do? Yeah, how do you approach crossing this? Oh, remember you do have disadvantage because of your exhaustion.
Yes,
Oh, but you ignore it.
squirrels.
Right.
Yes.
Go for it. All right.
Squirrels just fucking go for it. They don't like stop to look. They just like scuttles up here, and then like into like whatever corner seems darkest and least hot, like darting around a little bit to find it, and then like runs around and from the ceiling does like a leaping glide onto Kylem's face, and like tries to use his little paws to like get the helmet open, but he did not think that far in advance. So I guess it needs to be like comical.
So right now there's a flying squirrel struggling on Kylem's helmet.
I will bend down and lift up his visor, at least enough so that a squirrel can get in there and get him resuscitated.
So in this bit, like the visor doesn't fully come off. The squirrel just like wedges himself in there.
There's just like a squirrel tail popping out
Yeah, a
of
little
a
tail
half-open
goes
visor.
out, and then like eventually Kyle like, gives a groan, and then he's like, "What the fuck?" And then the squirrel skitters out. It's good. It makes for great television. but I will deposit in your mouth in like not in like the least, in the most. I'm just gonna go for it and like squirt the 10 good berries into your mouth over 10 rounds. I guess it takes, I don't know, takes a minute. Don't just,
I
like,
mean,
he's in there for a minute.
he'd be conscious again after the first one, so he could.
Yeah, we're gonna see what happens.
Well, he you know, as you stuff that first one in, what happens, Kyle?
Oh, furry. Why taste fur?
And you are at 1 hit point.
Yay!
Whew! All that to get our paladin at 1 HP.
And your captain across the room.
That's true, which is
Win.
huge.
A win.
Kyle,
No.
you can have the rest of the hit points. I think we'll do some miming and like maybe spit them out into a little paw or something, and you can just have the rest of your 10 hit points, or 9 hit points.
Excellent.
All right. So you
What
now.
about the doctor?
What? Don't worry about me. I'm gathering the stuff.
Right, okay.
And I'm out of healing kits. Honestly, I don't know, you know.
That's yeah. We press on here.
Alright, so as you enter the chamber beyond, a great gout of magma opens up from the pool above. You can't see into the pool, right? Because the lip of it's 20 feet above your heads. But rivulets of the blazing magma trickle down over the sides. Oh, I should move. Make sure our audience can see everything there.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. All right. And
So
suddenly a great, explosion happens in the background, and your eyes are drawn up. You can actually see through the fumes and the smoke, the wink of daylight from out the top of the volcano, far, far above. And now you see even magma starting to creep upward, flowing upward into the air, sort of like snaking along the sides of the volcano. Not a normal way for magma to move, to be sure. And everyone with... Oh, well... As you enter the room, everyone without fire resistance will need to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Great.
As
this is tough.
the heat just
There we
blows
go.
past you in intensity. But Kylum, oh, Marin.
Oh.
You had fire resistance, Bungo. You're okay.
Oh, word. Peasants.
Wow. Marin, so unfortunately now you are feeling just as bad off as the doc.
Oh boy.
As you are now exhausted too. You knew it was
Can
a
I,
bad
squirrel
idea.
soak that for me, Zach?
If the squirrel is immune to exhaustion,
Okay.
as long as you're a squirrel, yeah. But
No.
you see the squirrel pitifully sort of, it's just drenched in sweat. Can barely get its arm flaps open. It's a little sad squirrel.
I think squirrels like pants like dogs do. Asking the big questions tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Zach, are these
Yes.
numbers on these stones? I assume, is that how high up they are?
Yeah, that's how high like each one is. So each one is 5 feet. Well, the first one, Yeah.
Yes.
This one's 5 feet. The top of it is 5 feet off the ground. Top of this one's 10 feet off the ground. Top of the third one's 20.
I think I should be able to leap up and maybe,
Yeah.
you know.
Basically, it requires a athletics or acrobatics check to move from one level to another, and the DC
Okay.
10 for all of them.
All right.
I'll just
I'm gonna try to
save
get
it
up
for-
on this first one here. Oh boy.
Oh. All right, Varanus, you climb up, and you know you're something about like your cloak and or you're coming to this place of intense heat, not your cloak, your tome. Sorry, right? Your tome is feeling extra cringy in this very hot place, right? Because your tome is
Wow.
tome of a seafarer.
Right.
You know, and it just doesn't feel good. And so either to try to maybe stop you from getting, you don't know, you slip off the rock into the cooling magma that makes up this area below, and you're gonna take 5 fire damage before resistance. So 3
Okay.
fire damage after resistance.
Yikes. Well, could I just try to get back on here before
Sure.
I linger too much on the hot section? Yeah, this is we're in some dangerous territory here.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Huh.
yeah.
Another 3 fire damage.
I mean,
You're-
I know this may not be very entertaining, but I'm not sure what else to do here. But
Well, you're
just,
not necessarily trapped there. It's not like this is a pit. This is just like the cooling.
Yeah, like I wanna.
Yeah, so you
Yeah,
won't be
I
in the
wanna
magma there.
I want to
Oh.
try to like get on it, and if try to avoid these hot, cooled magma areas as much as I can. But yeah, I just like look back at some of my scales like blackened and singed, part of my clothes probably smoking and burnt. I'm just like, be careful here. This is not. It's actually not terribly difficult to do, but it might look like it is just from watching me so far. Yeah, I mean, I will keep trying to get across. That's basically.
Sure.
Are you just real quick question? Are you as a character not good at, like, by your stats not good at this?
I am good at this.
He's okay.
I'm proficient, and I like, for example, I have a overall of +4, which is pretty good. To get a 10, I just happen to roll pretty.
Yeah.
poorly.
Yeah, I guess my thought here is, like, I can probably help some number of the party. I probably can't help everybody.
Well, Kylam, I'm just gonna like crawl on your shoulder or something.
That may not work for what I'm doing.
Oh, never mind.
Well, I'll
Magnus is like, Bungo, don't forget, you've got your bosun's inspiring words. Yeah, could help people out here.
Oh, of course. Of course.
Yeah, we're a few bad rolls from just perishing in magma here.
I do have exactly 1 use of inspiration left.
Well, I'm gonna keep at it, if that's all the same to everyone.
All right, go ahead.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know what else to
I think you
do.
could be inspired though. Like, this might be a good time.
Yeah. I hook you up.
What do you
Okay,
say?
you do.
I believe in you, Varanus.
Yeah, see, that's the thing is, this whole time you've been struggling, but like we are straight up like cheering and like clapping, like Varanus, you got this, Varanus. Very
Thank you,
supportive
guys.
energy in the room today.
Hey!
See, that's all.
That's all he
That's all I
needed.
needed. And you know what? I just am gonna try to keep my hot streak going, as it were. I'd like to get farther across.
All right. Say you can do one more. as your full turn. Hey, so you can make it. Yeah, you make it to that one. So you're almost able to. You can't quite see off the top of the lip, but the heat here, even with your innate resistance, is just almost overwhelming. You can feel whatever moisture is in the skin under your scales is starting to evaporate. Everything's becoming itchy from this intense heat.
All right, I'll hold here for now.
Maybe Bungo, do you want to go next?
Sure, I'm pretty agile.
Then I'll climb
or
up on
athletic.
those shoulders.
Whoa. Wait a second. I mean, I'm pretty agile. I don't know if I can do it with you on my shoulders. First of all, I'm like 3 feet 2 inches tall.
He's a squirrel.
Oh,
remember.
he's a squirrel.
Oh, right. Okay. Sure. Never mind. All right.
I think that's supposed to be whatever you say, Captain.
Right. Well, he's just going cheep, 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 cheep.
That's true. All right, athletics or acrobatics check.
Oh, let's do it acrobatically. I'm just checking my racial stuff to see if I have anything useful here. Okay. Here we go. Whoop. 13.
There you go. He makes it up the first hop. All right, you need another one for that set.
Sorry, does that take me to the? Was that for the 5
That
or
was
the 10?
that was for the 5.
Oh, that was for the 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This
Right.
this is like obsidian, right? So it's very like smooth and.
Right. Extremely.
Could I
Yeah.
could I hold out my hand and help, maybe give some kind of aid to,
Fetch me, Baroness.
Yes, but if it results in a failure, it could be for both of you.
I hold out my scaled hand, Zach. I don't care.
So with advantage, here we go.
Go teamwork.
Whoa.
Another 13.
All right, 13 makes it.
Huh?
Varanus, you catch Bungo, and you both have pretty sizable muscles, and so you each do the flex grab. Very nice, with the magma bursting in the background. Very cinematic.
Nick.
Alrighty.
I'll say,
Amara went for the
Bungo,
right.
you can go for a third one. If you wish.
Well, you still have the inspiration, right, Varanus?
I do.
So I feel like you should make the first leap, and then you can assist me in making the leap again. You know what I mean?
I'm into that.
Anyone else going?
Yeah,
Oh, sure.
Amar went for a ride, so he should already
Yeah.
be there.
That's true.
Right.
So that does just leave me. So I will go next. I guess I'll roll to go next. If I can get there. Here we go. 20.
Nice.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Kylam, now that he's back on his feet, right? He is like an elf. He's doing like the nimble elf thing. I was here waiting for last because I wanted to make sure that like if anything went wrong, I could help you guys. And now that you're all safely up to the second step, it's time for me to join you and hopefully not put my foot all the way up my mouth.
Yep.
This roll here, 11.
That
That
is
ain't
good
it.
enough.
You got it.
Good
Oh
enough.
god. Oh my gosh. All right.
And
That's
it
close.
was
Boy.
it was a harrowing moment. Omar, and I made you a little squirrel token, and you should be able to control
Yay.
it now.
Well, you're probably tiny sized.
Yeah. So, Kylam, it's crowded up there, and you leap up, and you have to watch
I'm
out.
kind of like balancing precariously, like a little bit showing off and a little bit about to die. Like it's a little of each. Like whoa.
Right.
You hear echo from down the hallway. I hope no one's about to die out there.
Oh
What was
shit.
that?
Says sweetness. You know,
Yeah.
he's just calling, checking
Yeah.
in, just checking in, guys.
We're not dead yet.
Everything's fine here.
I'll let you know if I die.
Well, am I up?
Anyone
yeah, probably.
could go. Yeah, I guess at this point.
That
I'm
makes
gonna
sense.
go. Hurrah!
Ooh,
Ten.
you grab the edge and you get that. Almost only your torso makes it in the first leap, but your claws sink in, and you pull yourself forward.
Sorry, is this one harder because it's a 10-foot leap?
No.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah.
I'm gonna once again, like I did before, kind of hold out my hand and be willing to help anybody should they not quite make it.
Ah,
I'll
okay.
go. Can I do it?
So
Can I
set
can
a
I do the thing?
reaction. But
And
I want
What?
to do the toss me thing.
well, you're doing it with Varanus because he's braver than I am.
No, I gotta
do it
toss
with
you.
the Lauren.
That's
Just
the
throw
thing.
the
You're
squirrel.
the one. Yeah, we gotta toss you is the thing.
everyone,
Not the short one.
I just posted a link in the chat. Just it's alternate music. Get ready to play it. Turn it down pretty low.
Oh,
Just
God.
FYI, you know.
Okay.
Because this is what Omarin sees
Oh boy.
as he looks over the precipice. Now the magma pool stretches before you, maybe 100 feet wide, and the footfalls of a great beast
Oh no.
sound throughout the chamber.
Shit. Oh shit.
And thump, and you hear the sound of cracking rock and magma, and through the magma that is streaming upward through the veil of magma parts.
Oh no.
The magma wolf.
And he's just as tiny as the squirrel, right?
Yeah.
That's good. That's what I thought.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fuck.
And
Oh no.
Can we take a brief pause here to say I genuinely thought we were gonna find the star like in a little corner of like a corridor and be like, oh, there it is. Like there it is. It just fell.
Not-
'cause
It's
not
just we
in, like,
got it.
there.
Not
Yeah,
in
we
the
just, like, we
jowls of
found
a...
it and we got it and then we leave. But I like genuinely was not expecting a giant king.
We might be fucked here.
so yes, this elemental Varanus, as soon as you see it, you know it is an elemental beast of magma and molten stone. Its body continually hardening, breaking down, melting and reshaping, cracking and sending off shards of stone around it. And it easily strides 1 foot after the other over the surface of the magma pool, regarding you with a predatory gaze.
Oh man.
And through the broken cracks in its molten carapace, you see a shining white light from deep within its body.
Oh dear.
Yeah, okay. Let me guess. If you point the compass at it, it's like...
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Well, Baroness summons up all of the courage he can.
And,
is,
Yeah,
going
you guys
to...
roll
yeah.
initiative.
Oh boy.
And feel free to
Good
stop
here.
Carmina Burana whenever you like.
I'm digging it.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
great. So, I have a question that I
Yes.
need you to think very seriously about. The shard. Say that someone were to approach the wolf beast thing, lava thing. Would they possibly be able to grab grab it from within the beast without necessarily killing it? As long as you're willing to get very close to it and had very nimble fingers?
I'd say, you know, you could give it a shot.
Okay. Just put it out there, like, you know, it's not a like 0%er.
Yeah, no, like, again, if its body cracks open, right, large and long enough for you to see it, you know, if you reach in, you might be able to get it.
Yeah, because I think this is the game plan, guys. Is we just need an opening.
Extraction mission.
I can get it and I can get out, but we do need an opening.
Okay.
And with
Perhaps
that,
a
the
shark
wolf
tooth.
stares at this dragonborn who would dare enter its lair and bring such an artifact of water carries with him. And it raises its neck as if to howl, and then looks dead at you, and two bolts of magma emerge from the pool around it and shoot at you.
Okay. Do I... Oh, sorry. Do I save, or is it a...
Looks like they're just attack rolls,
Nope,
right?
it's attack rolls. So
So,
22
with
for the first one coming in.
All right, let me put up my shield as my reactor. Can I use my shield?
Yeah,
Okay.
because
I will
it
throw
approached slowly enough that you're like, oh shit.
Yes, I will throw up my shield spell, which
All right.
will make that miss.
Awesome. As does the second one.
Yay.
So yes, Varanus, you defensively put up your magic and cause the bolts to burst in a shower of, you know, molten sparks against your shield. And that is it for the wolf. Bungo! You see Varanus's magical shield get pelted, but you can't see by what yet.
So, because it's like, this is like a higher sort of like, sorry, I'm going to draw for a second. This is like a higher like ridge here that he's at the lip of.
Exactly. You have to get up to that third pillar to, see over that ridge.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can Varanus, I guess we're past the point where he can freely assist me to jump up there, huh?
Yeah, because he used his reaction, so I'll say that... Oh, no, I'd say he prepared his action to help. So he can use... I'll say he can help.
Alright, I'm going to try and make the leap up there. I'll do this with acrobatics. With advantage. Here we go. 16?
That is a success.
Woo!
Let's go.
All right.
Do I still have my action?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so yeah, I leap up, Varanus grabs me, I land on the platform. I take a sick, like, action pose, you know, I, like, skid across the obsidian. I see this wolf, I take stock of the situation, I realize that this calls for my most powerful magics. The halfling's mischief.
All right.
So I will drop.
Are we gonna get to smell French toast again, or?
I mean, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. So, I get a 20-foot cube here.
I think that should be in the spell tokens. Halfling's mischief. Bow.
Sick.
Such a cool token.
And it goes all 4 squares, so it doesn't cut out the corners like that, you know.
Okay. I don't have control over this though. But basically, I just want to position it like so that the corner of it is like touching him, but then like the rest of it is between us.
No, smart.
Great. Halflings mischief. There we go.
And then I'll roll my d4 and see what kind of effect we get here.
All right.
So I rolled a
Yeah.
drops of molasses hover in the cube,
Ooh.
making it difficult to rain until the start of your next turn.
Very nice.
Boom.
So-
Get fucked by molasses, wolf. And as he's coming forward, it's like the molasses is burning onto his body like sticky
Oh,
flames
yeah.
of caramel. Oh, you just smell the burning sugar in the air. Oh,
Makes you hungry for elemental wolf. That's for sure.
Yeah.
love it.
Everyone knows maple goes so well with elemental wolf when prepared properly.
You put the wolf into a sausage, and then you have it with some pancakes, and then it's all good.
All right. Any bonus action?
I don't think so. I'm out of inspiration. I don't think I have anything else useful. So I'm done.
All right. Varanus, the wolf, its eyes still on you, but its attention may be drawn by the little morsel to the side.
Well then, I will use my bonus action. I look down at this drow sword that has failed me up till now. Do I draw it or my shark tooth dagger? I'm gonna stick with the old reliable for now. I'm starting to wonder if this thing is cursed. So I'm gonna take out my shark tooth longsword. Okay. And I am going to use my bonus.
As you consider putting away the drow sword, in your mind you hear almost this little voice. But elementals
Yes.
are
Magic.
often difficult to harm with mundane weapons.
You're so right. And it's when I hear that little voice that my hand trembles back and forth. I will draw the magical dark elf sword. We got to make this work, but just to give it some extra oomph and help it work, I will use my bonus action to activate the spell storing quality from my tome. And I look down at the tome knowing that it's not happy to be here, and I'm just like, sorry. And the spell I have stored is Thunderous Smite. So up to a minute, the first time I hit a creature with a melee weapon, it will do extra thunder damage to the target and potentially knock it away.
Cool.
And then I think for my action, it looks like it's like on its haunches. It kind of looks like I have its attention. Was that how you describe it? Like it's coming. It looks like it could come at me.
It's stalking towards you. Is how I put it.
Well,
it is very much, yeah.
So, here's what I actually think I'll do. I'll spend my action to dodge, but I will try to also go, maybe just roaring at it, trying to like taunt it into coming at me however I sort of can. But for my actual mechanical action, I'll dodge.
Sure. Well, you just make I don't know, a charisma check of some sort. You can use any proficiency you want, just to see how effective you are at drawing beast's attention.
All right. Let's see. I think I'll use. I think I will use intimidation.
Alright, so you roar at it. You're not quite sure if you're speaking its language, as it were, but...
Right.
Yeah.
And that's my turn.
And you take the dodge. Alright. Kylum.
The little symbol, so remember I have my sword enchanted.
This is a little tricky.
Something's going on up there. You see all of these drops of just molasses that are like just whizzing throughout the air.
Caramelizing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
up here.
I mean, I've got pretty keen senses. I can tell that they're fighting something. My concern is if I get up there and they have an AoE attack, I kind of don't want us all standing on that little platform. But maybe they just don't have an AoE attack, and then we're okay. Plus, I mean, you may have noticed that this, as a paladin, my ranged attacks are not everything they could be. So I'm not. I have more magical support. Might be my role here, unless we can get an opening. Is the thing. Like ideally, if we could distract it or hurt it enough that it like, you know, that gash opens up.
Yeah.
That's kind of the main goal.
I think luring it to me seems like, otherwise trekking through all that lava, that seems disastrous, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think I kind of have to get up there just so I have visibility for when the opening comes up. So I guess I'll start with that. And hope there's no AoE attacks. They're just gonna blow the hell out of our whole team.
It's true.
And Kylum, as you're scampering your way easily up to the next level, you remember the words of Corinas when he said, you know, as a wave runner, you must be adaptive, flowing with your surroundings.
Yeah, it's easy for you to say, Karina. These surroundings are about as hostile as they get. This is water, that'd be one thing, but lava's a problem. But what I will do is I will call upon Kratos' power and channel divinity and summon my wave guardian.
Let's go.
There's a little like you know, bubble of water that's just like circling me and protecting me for a while. And I use a bonus action to cast Shield of Faith on Varanus.
Oh,
So that gives you the +2 AC.
You are such a sweetheart. You know that?
All right.
So we're
Varanus with
protected.
all the buffs.
It's like, Varanus, Bungo, we gotta just get an opening, and then we can run.
All right.
Let's give you some symbol for that wave guardian too. There we go. All right, so yes, Kylum with your wave guardian swirling around you, and Varanus protected by your holy magic. What does the shield of faith look like that is protecting Varanus?
I feel like it's. I feel like it's kind of not like, it doesn't really look like that much. It's more like Varanus kind of like feels protected. But I do think that when you like look at him, you see that there is like a golden like glow around his irises.
Hell
so
yeah.
it's like, it's a very like subtle kind of effect because it's just like he's magically empowered. But if something hits him, it might just like sort of like get like blocked by like a mysterious force kind of thing.
Cool. I love it. And I love that Varanus feels its effect more than, you know, it's just,
Yeah, like he definitely tells us like, oh, I feel protected. You know, I feel like there's some greater power that's like, you know, protecting me right now.
Yeah, when you leap up here, you know, I definitely turn and give you the like bro nod. Like I felt that. I felt that here.
Also, I don't know if Omarin was with Bungo or with me, but if not, I brought Omarin with me.
Well, it's Omar's turn, so who are you with?
I was with Bungo.
All right.
So Omarin is going to use his bonus, like hop down, hopefully like behind Varanus, like kind of huddled in there, and like hop back into an elf. And he's going to like look at this thing, and he really doesn't like the heat, but he thinks that some cooling light might make this situation feel a little, I don't know, the cool metaphor, don't overthink it. But Omarin is going to cast Feats.
Interesting.
Hell yeah.
And I remembered I did not recover spell slots after my short rest, which is why I can do this, not because I'm a cheater. But I will drop a Moonbeam if I can find a thing.
I got it. Hopefully you'll be able to control it.
That's a good spell.
Yeah. Alright, so you should be able to get it now.
And I'm gonna just drop it on this thing. Drop it here. Flip the corner of it, wherever, right there.
Alright. Yeah.
Gets it. On saving throw.
Alright, con saving throw. Here we go. So this beam of light.
Yeah.
Wow.
With the
Nice.
1.
This beam of light comes in, shines in almost like it's through the caldera of the volcano itself to illuminate this guy. So he takes 2d10
16.
radiant. Woo!
Why'd you say 10, Zach?
Oh, sorry, I said 2d because I was saying 2d10.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
16 radiant damage.
Sweet.
Kapow.
And I feel a little better with the light of the moon instead of all this fire around.
Yeah, why does the moon in particular comfort Omar?
Because like the moon is very prevalent when you're out on the ocean. You got like the sun, which is like hot and whatever, but you got like the moon, and the moon is a good thing because when you see the moon, it means you can see at night, and that provides you not guidance, but like you can see by the light of the moon, and that's much better than pitch blackness.
Yeah.
Out in the middle of the ocean. So my hope is that it will guide my companions to their weapons and their spells like it guides the ships at sea.
All right. Well, this creature, is not really understanding what's besetting it. Right? It's just, it's got this bright light shining on it and this sticky molasses in the air, but it continues to stalk forward at half speed, of course. 10, 20, 30, 40. So it stalks slowly through the molasses, and you can see as it's moving forward, the magma that it is striding across is getting absorbed back into its form.
No!
And it heals, only for 2, but... and it is ready to try and take a big old bite out of Varanus.
I am
yes,
dodging, mind you.
Dodging. You have your the spiritual,
Yeah, Shield of
divine
Faith.
shield of faith.
Yes.
Right. So your AC is 20 with disadvantage currently. Right.
It's true.
All right. Well, I'm gonna spend DM story point as
Smart.
this thing is really was provoked by you, and yeah. All right. So that cancels out the disadvantage. So here we go. Straight up roll. Oh, baby.
Oh,
That
4.
is gonna do it. Well, I guess I could use another shield, which would make that miss. I think I'm gonna do that.
You gonna throw up another shield?
I'm gonna throw up yet another shield.
All right. So Varanus tapping into more of his arcane energy, putting up the shield as this beast clamps down with its molten jaws. But it wasn't expecting you to resist that much, and tries to shake you free, but you hold your ground, and then it shoots a magma spike with disadvantage at Omarin, because he's standing right there.
Oh,
Sweet.
10. I
That's
think that
not
misses. The magma splashes to the side but now all of you now feel the even more intense heat, right? So this is like, you got magma heat, but then you got elemental being heat, right? And that's totally different. And now it's all in your face. So, just FYI. Bungo!
It's hot as California in 2022.
Hey, alright, Bungo, you're in the back line. When do you roll again for your...
I believe it's at the start of my turn.
Alright.
Yeah, at the start of each of my turns.
Nice.
And I can move the cube up to 10 feet before I roll. So I will just move it here.
Alright.
And then make my roll. That's a 1. So it transforms to the smell of apple pie. And he must make a wisdom saving throw or be charmed.
Alright. Wisdom saving throw. Oh. The spirit of the island. Sort of howls in your face as you try to distract it. There's nothing that smells sweeter than roasted halfling. From apple pie.
I'm not a fan of Mama's apple pie. I'm so disappointed in you, Magma Wolf. My spell save DC is 13.
All right. And that's
wisdom save.
Another wisdom.
There we go.
All right.
So here we go. It is a D4 damage. So 2 psychic damage and disadvantage on his next attack roll.
All right.
Lovely.
So as the halfling lets out his jokes, the wolf seems slightly perturbed, but it's Veridus's turn to strike back, perhaps with that drow weapon, a dark elf weapon.
That is exactly what I will do. In fact, I'd like to, I think, use a story point back at him.
Fair enough.
So, I will do that now.
Hey, yeah. Well, I don't know if the sword led you astray or what, but you catch nothing but magma. And in fact, I forgot to have you roll. You need to make a dexterity save as you start your turn next to this guy, as his hide is fracturing and splintering. Alright, you succeed. So you avoid the little piercing shards, they bounce into your shield. Yeah.
Yes, and let's see. I think I might just stay there and live with the situation at hand here. Look at one thing real quick. This azurite crystal. If I wanted to activate the azurite crystal,
all you need to do is basically be wielding it, so just have it in one of your hands.
Oh, I can't do that right now. Okay, so yeah, that's it for me for now.
All right. Kylum, you're...
Well, yeah, I know there's rules about like squeezing into somebody else's space. Or is there a way like Veridus can like shift spaces and like trade spots here?
Yes.
You can trade spots with me.
Sure, but I mean, Veridus just took his turn is what I kind of meant, so that like it would be like his move and my move, make this work out.
I'm
Or you-
into that. If the...
Or you could delay and, you know, because Omarin's right after you, or, you know.
Sure. I mean, that's fair too. Like, also for Amaran. Sure, I'll delay so Amaran can go first while he's still in melee range, which is probably better, I assume, for you to stay in melee range. And then we'll trade spots.
Okay.
So you can go first, Amaran.
Right. Do I
First
have to
mate
make
defers to his captain.
Yes. Do I have to make a dex saving throw?
You do.
Disadvantage because I'm exhausted. I fail.
No, you don't have disadvantage on saves, but...
Oh, it's checks. Oh, got
checks.
it. Okay.
Yeah,
Guess I
but
got
you
it.
do fail.
Oh,
So you...
14 fails. Oh, I guess I did fine. Yeah.
Yeah. So you take 3 piercing damage, and now must make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution save.
Oh, right.
Oh,
All right.
There
I'm
we go.
very
So
good
you
at
made-
concentrating.
Yes.
So, Almarin is going to basically move the moonbeam here, like right on top of the thing, and then he will do his little swappy thing with Kylam. Use his disengage action to swap places.
All right. Well, not quite a disengage, but fair enough.
Well, you know what I mean.
All right. Yeah, I'll say that, you know, that both of you have to make an acrobatics or athletics check in order to do this safely. So,
This I have disadvantage on, right?
yes.
Bummer.
All right.
Not the world's best checks.
So you guys make the switch. But Omarin, you are starting to fall.
Oh no.
Oh god, in lava again.
Does anybody want to spend a reaction?
Yeah, I will spend a reaction. As we're doing
Alright.
the switch, he's clearly like, I'm passing by him, and clearly like I see, I like do a double take, and I'm like, okay, Amaran, thanks for passing. Wait, where'd he go? Ah!
All right. So you grab him. He steadies you out, and now, Kylam, you are face to face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Go
So
ahead.
do I have to make that Constitution thingy? Or the
Um,
Dexter, whatever the one thing was? Everybody else was doing?
I'll say yes because it sort of switched between your turns. So yeah, dexterity saving throw.
Nine.
Ooh,
Not the good rolls.
not enough. But you only
No.
take 1
Okay.
damage, piercing damage. But
But it
does
does
that?
affect my concentration, right?
Yes.
So I gotta make a...
DC 10 Constitution saving throw. All right.
Yeah.
And does it also tick off one of your water shield things?
Yes, because I do take damage with the shield. I guess. Okay, wait. I have resistance to this. Does resistance? What does it do to 1 damage?
I'll say it
Forget.
negates it. I'll say
Okay.
it negates it.
I don't remember. I never remember the rules of these having things.
I think technically you round up, but resistance to 1 damage I think should be 0
It's funny,
damage.
I thought in 5e raw was you round down, to be honest. But in either
Oh.
case, I think what you're doing makes sense.
Yeah.
Aha!
Well,
it's only
I-
1 damage.
yeah.
I resist it.
All
Next
right.
time I'll take the damage. We'll alternate. Keep it even. Cool. So with that all taken care of, it's time for the trusty rapier.
Yeah, try to like flick the star thing out of its chest because that's fucking cool.
Well, right now I think I could just hurt it enough that like, hopefully Zach makes a point that at some point it freaks out or something and overreacts in some way, and then I can just reach and grab. Or we just kill it. Also a great plan, which we seem to be on track for right now, to be honest.
Yeah, 6 damage coming in.
Yeah.
Gotta move the moonbeam. Yes, your magical rapier pierces through the creature's hide, and your offhand comes in as well.
This one's non-magical, so womp womp.
This one got reduced to 1 damage.
Yep.
Yes, your non-magical rapier, you try to do the double thrust, but the second one just can't get through.
Take that, you big old lava wolf.
My mic doesn't do it. I don't know.
Oh,
I can't do my
thank
howl.
goodness. Thank
Yeah.
goodness. Spared.
Yeah.
All right, the wolf, but it not only it first needs to make its Constitution saving throw against. Yep.
It's a good roll for Moonbeam.
Wow. Yeah.
Yes, that's
max damage. Very nice. The captain's radiance is just starting to burn away, right? The magma itself. It still stands and howls both in rage and in pain. Alright. So, as it howls, two spots of magma burst out of the rock. And you can't see it, but I swear it's there. Alright. Alright, so there's one, and Varanus is under the other. So, magma bursts out from under the rock on which you were standing. So these two areas are now magma, considered magma like the ground around it. So everyone needs to make a dexterity saving throw against this fire.
Oh.
As they burst forth. That is a pass.
I believe I am okay. Yay!
Hey, everyone looks good.
Hey.
So you
That
still.
away.
Let's see. Oh yeah. So the initial burst, yeah, you take no damage due to you were ready for that because Kylum called it out earlier, that area attack. However, that will not prevent that rock you are standing on from for not solidifying. So starting your turn in these areas will be treated effectively as starting your turn in magma.
Almost that.
Yeah.
But that would just be me, right? I'm the only one in one, right?
Correct, right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, and it will... It's going to stalk its way, drawing attacks of opportunity if necessary, towards the edge of the pool over here, sort of goading you to come out and meet it on its own turf, of which it heals. Oh, wow, its healing rolls are...
That's what we need.
And it inches its way away from that radiant light, which now stands between you and it. Did it need to make a new saving throw for the apple pie?
I don't know. It's similar to a lot
No,
of
it's
charm
only-
effects. Usually once you save out of a
Yeah,
charm,
it's-
you don't have to keep doing it.
Right. It's when he sort of determines the effect is when that happens. Yeah. Okay. All right. So for now, Bungo, it's your turn again. The beast has stalked away a little bit, putting its distance between you.
Looks like he's turned tail and ran. Another wisdom save.
All right.
Oh, how embarrassing.
I love that
All right.
spell.
Yeah, he, you see its tail dip a little lower instinctively at Bungo's very vicious
He takes a mighty 1 psychic damage.
mockery. Anything else for Bungo?
Good. I'm just gonna keep debuffing him.
All right, Varanus.
All right, I am going to.
Well, you must.
Wait, hang on. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I didn't roll for my.
Oh right,
cube.
right.
I gotta roll for the cube effect. So that is a 2. Here, let me just reprint it.
We're getting all the effects today.
Yeah. Bouquets of flowers appear all around. Each creature in the cube must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or be blinded until the start of my next turn as the flowers spray water in their faces.
Love it.
Oh, man,
Oh,
that would be
interesting.
so
I'm gonna
fun.
give him disadvantage on this save
Such mischief.
because of the water. Sort of hardening,
It's like
yeah, his carapace too much. And
It's like hot steam jets in his eye.
Yes! Crit fails.
You love to see it.
So he is also blinded.
Yeah. Blind and disadvantage on next attack. Love it.
And this creature, he's letting up these growls, these howls. Now he can't see anything, but he can feel the magma coursing through this place. And
Well,
you know what that
I start my turn in the lava, right?
Yes. So you take 2d6 fire damage.
8, so I take 4 because I'm resistant.
Claws are getting a little singed.
Yeah, let's see here. Let me do that. I think I'll spend my bonus action to second wind. Second wind, so recover some.
This turn might be the opening, by the way. If you guys could do anything that would be like targeted at the spot where the thing is that we need, the shard.
Yeah.
Because now you've got like
So-
advantage on shit.
Yeah,
I'm gonna hold out my fingers and they kind of unfurl from my, still holding my drow longsword, which has truly failed me in every possible way. So I must look elsewhere, and as lightning starts to crackle and dance between my, draconic digits, I will lightning lure him over to us.
Ooh.
With him being blinded, I don't know how that might affect the situation.
Let's
but
see.
basically,
He needs to make a strength saving throw. Yeah, you know what? I'll give him disadvantage on that because he, couldn't see it coming.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool. All right. So he needs to make a strength saving throw. Disadvantage.
Yeah, my save DC is 13.
There we go.
All right.
Come on
so he's
over,
pulled up to 10.
on over, Magma Wolf.
Pulled back into the light, but it's blinded, so it can only feel that burning radiance.
Alright, you'll take 3 lightning damage. And that is my time.
Cool. Lightning lure coming in clutch. All right. As the fire continues to burn, but you tap into your reserve of strength and draconic fortitude to outlast it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Marin.
Yes, so this should have triggered on the, when he entered the Moonbeam Square. See how it does?
I think it's when it's. I think technically the spell is when, if it moves into it purposefully. Let's see.
I sort of forgot. I am standing in the
enters-
magma.
Yes.
You want to move?
If you wanted to move, but
Could I try to jump to here?
sure.
Alright, I'm gonna try it. I have this bardic inspiration if need be.
Yeah.
But Sorry, I had sort of
No,
forgot.
I guess it's gonna take that radiant damage. Ooh, nice check.
Yes. Alright, so yeah, I leave today.
But the wolf does bite at you. It senses you trying to leave because you were touching its magma. Of course, it has disadvantage.
Mm-hmm. It will miss, thankfully.
17, yes. Your shield and Kylem's shield both keeping the wolf at bay. Alright, and it needs to make a constitution save for that. Blinded light. Alright, this time he
Yes, it makes
saves. So he takes
Okay.
7.
So because I do not need to take an action to move my moonbeam, I will reach out and try to hit it with a thorn whip.
Nice.
Do anything? Oh my god, hang on. I forgot I have to hit this from a different button.
That is a hit.
Not a great roll though, but I'll take it.
Oh yeah, your thorn whip, you know, carves into it a bit. Yeah, but it's since it is a spell, it is magical piercing damage, so it gets through. Damage resistance. Anything else for the captain?
That will be it.
Alright. Kylem, I need a dexterity saving throw to avoid its crackling hide. As success.
There we go.
That's the stuff.
Now's your
Save.
chance.
So, what kind of check would it be to just reach in there while it's blinded and distracted, and you know maybe it's like cut open by the thorn whip and everything, like it's where the spot where the
Yes.
moon
So
thing is.
it's difficult to see because the moonlight is sort of like washing out, but you use your elven eyes. I love elven eyes. They're so
This
useful.
This feels like a called shot situation.
Oh, I do like that.
Yeah. So
All right. So
basically
that'd
what I
be
want to do is I want to reach in and grab it and
Yeah.
you know quickly and I'm even willing to like jump on it if I have to, right? To like jump onto the creature itself, like, or jump into the lava a little bit at least to just get my hands on it, because all I want is I just want to get my hands touching the shard just for a second.
All right. Well, yeah. Why not? Let's do it. Let's do a 2 check kind of thing. First will be an acrobatics or athletics check to jump on. You're gonna wrestle the wolf down a little bit.
Yep.
All right. Excellent. So you avoid. So you jump on top of the wolf, and you know it's not expecting
into
the
the
weight.
Flowers.
Well, oh, that's a good point.
Wait,
Are the
what is
flowers
that
gonna
effect
hit
again?
you?
Yeah, maybe.
Make you
what was
blinded.
that effect? Yeah. That's fine. I don't need that shit.
Yeah, that you can feel your way around the wolf. That's not necessary.
No, I think it's only at the start of Bungo's turn when the effect like activates.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, you leap on top of the wolf. Let's also into the radiance. So you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Totally.
Technically, if he's in that square, he's not in the radiance.
Well, but
I was here.
Oh, did you
he's
move
there.
the square? Got
Yeah.
it. Okay.
Sorry, I was rearranging.
Yeah, we were just cleaning up the tokens. So I probably failed that one.
Captain, you could spend a story point to end the spell as a reaction.
I will do that. This seems appropriately epic.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm blinded by the light just for a second. There's just a little like lens flare moment.
Right, and it
And then
shines all off of your armor too, right? It's just this like, radiating effect
Yeah.
as you enter. Right? There's all these flowers around too. It looks like
Oh, yeah.
you're being like adorned in a parade, right? That's the effect of Kylam here. Mounting the wolf easily, getting up on its back, sort of making it stumble down to its knees. And yeah, why don't we do a called shot
Sure.
with this? So that gives you disadvantage basically on your attack roll. That cannot be canceled out with inspiration.
Okay. All right. Well, that was not a good roll.
So you reach in and you almost touch it. But as you feel it with your finger, but you can't grasp it, right? It's like that off the tip, but you feel it's different, something different from the molten rock around you. But then the rock starts to harden at the outside of your arm, and you're trying to pull free, but it's becoming difficult. And give me a strength saving throw.
11.
Yeah, you are now stuck, one arm in the magma wolf.
Oh boy.
I'll get it with my other arm. Just keep him busy.
And you take 5 fire damage from your arm being stuck inside of its molten body, searching for its
Sure.
beating heart.
Well, I have resistance to that, but I'll take the 2 damage
Mm-hmm.
and lose a level of the Wave Guardian.
Yeah, I guess I have been rounding up on the damage resistance, and I shouldn't have been. Everybody gets a hit point. Everybody gets a hit point.
Everyone gets +1 hit point.
All right. And you add a bonus action still.
Well, I guess that's a great point. I do have a bonus action, in fact. I've maybe had different plans what to do with this bonus action if I was going to grab it successfully. Given that I have not, I guess what I'll actually do is I will try to use my offhand and the rapier there to actually just hit at the thing that's like locking my hand in. Just like try to unblock my main hand by just like chipping away at the like hardened rock around that part.
Cool. All right. Well, you can still make an attack roll. Again, this is your wounded hand, though, so it's hard mustering strength and skill. But it's good enough. And yeah, you're able to chip your hand free.
Yeah, so I rip my good hand out, and I'm like, yes, awesome. And then I'm like, I'm about to go back in there, aren't I?
And well, your metal is glowing red hot, right? You feel your skin, underneath has been severely cooked.
Yes, but the Wave Guardian is helping me. Like, it has been protecting me throughout all this, too. So there's, like, a lot of steam and stuff, too, as the Wave Guardian is sort of forming, like, a protective layer.
Yeah. Alright, and it is its turn. Does it recharge?
You son of a...
Alright. And it is no longer blinded? No, it's blinded until the beginning of Bungo's next turn. So that's that. But it took the disadvantage. So that's that. Okay. Well. Enraged and in pain, And with Kylum atop it, it is going to try to shake you loose.
Sure.
So make me an athletics or acrobatics check.
Nice.
Oh boy.
Well, that's.
Yeah, so he does, or it does, and it throws you down toward the magma. Varanus, you have a reaction. You could try to catch Kylo.
Yes, I would like to catch Kylo.
Alright, give me a dexterity saving throw to do so.
Alright.
Hey, alright.
Pretty good.
Hey.
So Varanus
I got
reaches out, catches Kylum's arm, you know, swings him back up. That said, the wolf, that was one of his attacks. He, using his keen sense of smell, also healing poorly. Goes to bite at the halfling. Tasty morsel. But with disadvantage because he is blinded.
Oh.
16 towards Bungo.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's
13
18
piercing, 5 fire.
or 13 piercing, 5 fire coming in.
2 fire, right?
That's right.
Reduce 2 fire, so 15.
Which puts him down.
Exactly to 0.
Oh, God.
Which means you're still conscious, but you are incapacitated.
So that fire resistance actually helped you bigly, baby.
Yeah, that's right.
However, you also need to make a DC 14 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Bungo the Strong?
He's strong.
Yes.
Yes, he
Mechanically,
is.
he's like a buff sailor halfling.
Strong.
Yeah. Yes.
Make that saving throw.
He's like Popeye the halfling.
And he
Done.
does.
Forget about it.
He's like, you know, the wolf's jaws are like clamped around your body, sort of melting you and eating you at the same time. But it's trying to like just drag you off your feet, but your toes got a grip on that stone, and they're not letting go as you're just beating it back. Very nice.
Yeah.
And it is your turn. It is creatures no longer blinded. But you must make me a dexterity saving throw as its skin, its crackling skin. Woo!
14.
It is a pass. You shield yourself. Are you gonna risk reaching into its...
At 0.
Are you gonna grab... Magnus is like, grab the shard, Bungo! Grab the shard! You're so close!
Is
Is a
it?
story point?
Can I make a sleight of hand check to grasp for it?
Sure. I'll take a sleight of hand check.
Yeah, and I will spend a story point as well.
All right.
All right, here we go. Wait.
Oh!
With advantage, hang on.
Hey! And Bungo snatches out the star. It seems to like resist your pull as the magma slowly separates from it, but then it snaps back. And when it does, the magma pulls back into the wolf, and its whole form starts to waver and undulate as if the magma just suddenly became much looser and started to discohere.
Oh, really?
And it melts away.
Yay!
Yes.
And as it does, the pillars of magma that were streaming up into the sky within the volcano suddenly fall back and create this huge splash in the pool of magma as a giant wave starts to roll towards you in slow motion, and the volcano shudders and quakes as it starts to erupt.
Let's go.
And as this is all happening, Kylum, your watery shield has been slowly draining away. But from the cooling rocks of the magma wolf, a spirit of steam emerges, almost like a snake coil of living air of steam now starts to swirl around the area, swirl around you in particular, and the body of the magma wolf. And it starts looking around and then sort of gives a like, let's go. Yeah, as it does.
Sure. Like, which way is it going?
It's heading back out the way you came. Basically, it's like, let's leave these caves.
Absolutely. I run right after it.
All right. So, as the volcano is collapsing behind you, as you guys move through that room where the steam and fire was erupting before, some of its power seems to have been taken out, and this steam elemental sort of weaves its way and creates buffers against the heat as the team shuffles forward. Is anybody gonna do anything to get Bungo back on his feet, because he's kind of just almost like crawling there?
Yeah, Zach, I have a herbalism kit, and my medicine is not horrible. So I will try to do some field medicine.
All right. Is that what the herbalism kit does? I thought herbalism was more about gathering
Oh, maybe.
stuff.
Maybe thinking
If not, then we can retcon that. Before I run off with the Steam Wolf, I use my last point of lay on hands.
Ah.
And because I always save the one. And I bounce back up and just tap Bungo on the shoulder, laying on hands for just long enough to get it back up. He's still on his feet. He's been standing strong this whole time, but a little more mobile, let's say.
All right.
And then I bounce off after the Steam Wolf.
Yes, Bungo, the vigor waters of Carinus wash over you and restore your remaining hit, or restore enough of your life to get you moving. Meanwhile, Magnus has been chattering in the background. We gotta get out of here. Gotta get out of here. We're not gonna die in the fire, lad. Come on. Yes, and so this elemental steam guides you through, and you quickly, rush out through the shrine you had just visited. The walls are starting to, fall apart and collapse behind you. Rivers of magma starting to seep in, but the elemental seems to just have an uncanny knowledge for the miles of tunnels that it took you to get here. And so, of course, Sweetness and Omarin both are lagging a little behind, but before long, you all emerge outside the sea cave tunnels.
Sweet.
As soon as Omarin gets out, he's gonna like immediately lay in this pool of water, like
Right.
Like a starfish.
a starfish.
Are you gonna? Oh, you don't have any wild shape left.
I do have one left, but I'm not gonna turn into one.
You're not gonna
I'm just
turn into a
like,
starfish. All right.
No.
Sweetness also very, very huffing and puffing. You know, probably some of you had to like carry, drag, help him along during the whole thing. But he's also weighed down by bags of minerals that smell terrible, and only actually it mixes with his own sweet scent that he puts off, and so it's not quite as bad as it could have been. And so as Omarin dives into the pool, and Sweetness is almost choking and hacking on cough, you see the hermit Vallisto sitting off. Just show everybody again, just to remind us.
Was he supposed to like meet us in the cavern, or like stay in the cavern, or did he get Foe?
I mean, he didn't meet you, so
Okay.
you could ask him. And he looks at you, but then he also sees this writhing, coil of living steams around you, and he sort of stands up to look at it, and he's like, "What are you doing with that? Is that a spirit of the island?"
I look around, like I don't know.
It seems to be a spirit of the volcano. Or maybe the island. And then I will briefly recount that it came from a magma beast in the heart of the volcano.
But it seems the volcano, the island itself, feels different. Can't you sense that? This is not the same spirit that the island had before. It's something new. And as he's sort of saying this, the spirit seems to almost stop and listen and can see or tell what's going on. And as Vallisto's sort of speaking, the spirit makes this shape of like a ship, a sailing ship, and makes the motions of it like moving over the waves, and like the elemental spirit reacting favorably to that. It seems to almost want to come with you. And Vallisto's like, "I do not think that would be a wise idea, removing a natural spirit from its place in the world."
Would it at least accompany us to the shore, to our ship?
I mean, I'm sure it could, but
Is that advisable?
I would be careful. If it was birthed in the volcano, who knows how far it could stretch. I do not know. Elementals, they are creatures I do not understand and do not deal with uncautiously. That is what I will say.
I mean, my vote here is if it wants to come with us, it should just come with us. I don't know if this guy knows about elementals and stuff, but I assume it knows what it wants.
Would you also? I'm going to turn to this guy and ask him if he would also like to come with us to watch over the spirit and tell us if it becomes, if anything becomes further off, if anything goes astray or awry.
He looks at you. He gives you a long moment. I think no. What?
But
I am no spirit washer, for one thing. And for another, whatever quest you are on is going to draw far more danger than I want for my life. I have found
Well,
peace.
it's worth noting, Ballisto, that while we'll take on much of the danger, there's also a ship we have, and we're in need of good crew. Perhaps, like you said, the island has changed, and so with it, maybe your purpose here. Come and join our crew, if nothing else, and don't resign yourself to wither away on this island.
You could make a persuasion check, but it's gonna have disadvantage here
Okay.
because this is
Well, you know
cutting
what?
it against the grain.
Just for fun, I think we're probably nearing our time here. Why don't do we have a story point?
Yeah,
Okay, I'll cash one in on this to cancel it out at any rate.
sure. Tides rise and fall, Varanus, and I am here to watch the whole tide. Not just one tide, but all of them.
I respect your choice. Well, see ya.
He's like, you best be off to your ship in a hurry. I will be sure to delay any black rift that come across my path. Rest assured.
Mm.
And when he says delay, he means, you know,
Use
We'll
some of
see.
that assassin shit.
yeah. But it's possible I could teach you. I could tell you how to tend some of these infernus urchins to bring with you on your travels.
Mm.
I'm very interested in that. Like, extremely interested in that.
Well, should you wish it, yes, I could teach you, but I would not travel with that spirit.
What do we think about? So, Zach, I did a perception check that was pretty good to understand, like, to sense what's going on with the spirit. I am pretty in tune with nature. Could you give me a little? Could you
Sure.
give us a little more on that?
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Basically, the spirit is something, right? Brand new, right? It birthed, right? It's exploring, and it's a spirit of two, um, sort of a spirit of two extremes, right? Because the fire and water elemental energies creating the steam, right, are always at odds. So it's a very capricious sort of elemental, right? As air tends to be, right? It wanders where it will, um, which could potentially make this kind of spirit unreliable as an ally, or it could make it, even just a temporary ally, right? It might wander off on its own, kind of thing. Um, and again, you don't. It's especially because it's not it's a new being. It's hard to tell what its long-term intentions might be, if any.
Got it.
Right.
So I think my plan is to sort of kind of let it follow us, but also kind of do the thing where you're like, yeah, this is great that you're here, but also like, wouldn't you like to go check out that rock? Or, oh, isn't that mountain over there interesting? You want to go see that? And just sort of kind of convince it to wander off without offending it.
Sure. So it tries to find like a loose or an empty water skin, right? I mean, I assume you guys are probably chugging the water right down under the volcano, so your water skins are probably pretty empty by now, and so it tries to like, stick itself in one of your water skins to hide as you guys are like making your way along the shore, back towards your ship. Um, but yeah, if you you sort of entice it, right, with other things to explore. And so as you guys sort of enter the bay area where your ship lays at anchor, still lays at anchor, um, the spirit sort of gives you one last kind of look as it, then heads back into the depths of the jungles of its island. Um, and so along the way too, right? Vallisto's, as you guys have to sort of circumnavigate like a quarter of the island, basically. I guess that's not circumnavigating. Uh, you know, you have to go around sort of the outer radius of about a quarter of the island to get back. So it takes a few hours. The volcano is rumbling, fumes are filling the air, but and it's growing, more and more, right? By the time you get to your um, to your rowboat, again, some of the palm trees at various places are starting to catch fire just from the ash and debris and just the intense heat that's being let off. Um, and so Vallisto agrees he will come aboard your ship, to help you install, right, the urchins, and he's been sort of giving his best curt advice along the way. um,
All right, let's just take off real quick, and now he'll be stuck with us. No.
well, so yeah, you guys can row the do you guys row the boat out to your ship? You ready to leave?
Yeah, we should at least get back to our ship, get everybody sort of situated, and like
Yeah.
plug the new shard into the compass.
Oh,
Right.
yes.
Yeah.
I definitely want to kind of get started on that, and then make our next plan from there. We still need to get I'm not sure getting away from the islands will be trivial. Like, there's possibly more interference from the
Yeah.
pirate guys, or mercenary guys, but we'll see how that goes. But for now, I kind of want to get that going, get back to the ship, get everybody healed up and prepared, and see what our next
Yeah.
step is.
We need to we need to put the piece of star metal into the cool compass.
Exactly.
Right. Let's do it.
I do want to do that on the ship. So yeah, we row out.
Yeah, so you guys make good good speed towards the ship. um, let's see.
Roll out, my homie.
And as you guys row up beside the ship, weary, sweaty, soot covered, but on the top deck you see Gilbert Saltwick calling. He's like, "Hey lads, we should be getting away from here. I think this thing's gonna blow." And as you climb aboard onto the deck, you suddenly see a streak of red, like blood that has been recently swabbed up on the top deck here. Uh,
Okay.
What's going on here? Hey, got some trouble?
Oh, it is tragic, tragic. The other two deckhands, they tried to kill Howl in his sleep.
What?
Yes, they attacked him in the night, and he managed to fight them off. And I have to say, I was on watch, and I killed the last one because of Howl's cries. But they, I'm not sure if this island turned them mad, or if it's some foul witchcraft, or they just wanted a mutiny. I don't know.
Didn't they not like Hal because reasons?
Well, he was a former Black Rifter.
Yeah, got it. Okay.
Oh, that seems a little
How's
dramatic. I don't know. Serious?
how's yeah? So if you look up, you see another blood spot down in the cabin there, and Hal is recuperating, and he's in a very bad mood, you might say, down below decks. He's in a great state of remorse over what he
Sad.
had to do. Yes.
But I just kind of want to lock eyes with some of my Phantom crew that's been hanging out on the ship, tending to things all this time, and like, how do they react? How do they react to his telling of the story?
So when you look around, you realize there are no Phantom crew around, and you
Oh.
don't sense their presence either. And Gilbert, and if do you say anything about that?
Yeah, I think I'm just like, what happened to the crew? My fellow Arosiak.
Them. They disappeared, sometime in the morning, because they only last 24 hours.
Ah,
If they're
well,
so.
okay, I'll summon them forth to man. Yes.
All right. So yes, you call upon.
I'm
the
realizing
Arosiak.
I probably should have done that and had them with me the whole time we were fighting, but I sort of.
Well, you'd sort of planned to leave them there, but again, this is like, oh, you didn't know they were really, you didn't know they would disappear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sadly, I'm gonna have to duck out a little early, gang. My apologies, but
Oh, that's okay. We can basically end it here with this strange turn of events, and your recovery of the shard, and advancement to level 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
We
can
love
also
to hear it.
So yeah, if you want, you could duck out. I can also show
Cool.
to everyone what the shard of the compass does.
Yay.
So the third fragment, the fragment of natural harmony, allows you to use the compass to detect poison and disease, or to locate animals and plants, similar to the way it does
Sweet.
detect magic, detect evil, and yes. And now, after you slot in that third piece of the compass, the needle starts swinging and points. Let's see, I'll show everyone. Points northwest, directly as you consult the map, towards Giant Spur,
Giant Spur!
or the Boddens, or Leviathan Reef. It's hard to tell.
Oh, goodness.
You know.
Well, I hope it's somewhere before Leviathan Reef.
Be fine. Just a few sharks.
All right.
Awesome.
Thanks for playing, Chad.
Yeah. Peace, boys. This was fun.
Yeah.
Well done, and
Have a good
till
night.
next time. Bye-bye.
And to everyone out there in Twitch land, thanks for streaming with us, hanging with us. We'll see you in maybe next week, maybe a couple weeks. Who knows? Soon. Bye.
Peace.